So we are now 5 weeks in to the Trump administration, right? And so far, not going well for the United States. Sure as hell not going well for our allies across the globe. But most importantly, it's going very badly for Donald Trump. He came into office with the highest approval rating he's ever had, right at about 50%, which is still bad. But for him, that was super great. But according to the latest poll numbers and an analysis of all of the 5 weeks of polls that we have gotten, it turns out that a majority of American voters have hated literally everything that Donald Trump has done since being sworn in. And, also hilariously, everything he does, every major thing he does, causes his approval rating to fall even more. Point by point by point, every time he does a major thing. Let me read you this. This is, of course, from Aaron Blake at the Washington Post. The Washington Post and Ipsos just put out a new poll that correlates, by the way, to a new CNN poll because the numbers are pretty bad for both. So here is what's written. Most of his big policies are political losers. The worst numbers are related to thoughts on Trump's handling of the economy. Since announcing his tariffs, Trump's economic team has attempted to convince Americans that they aren't taxes, but this hasn't worked. The CNN poll shows Americans oppose his tariffs on aluminum and steel by 15 points, 49 to 34%, while the post-Ipsos poll shows nearly 2-to-1 opposition to his 25% tariffs on goods from Mexico and Canada. About 70% of Americans think tariffs generally increase the price of products in the United States. So that's true. That number should be 100%. But anyway, the indiscriminate firing of federal workers isn't going over well either. The Post poll shows it is opposed by 19 points, 58 to 39%, and 62% are against the purge of U.S. aid in particular. Americans also dislike Elon Musk. By a nearly 2-to-1 margin, those polled thought his role was a bad idea. CNN's poll shows 54 to 28% against Musk, while the Post shows 52 to 26% against. Meanwhile, 63% to 34% of Americans are worried about Musk's team having access to private information. Americans' views on the economy. Trump is losing ground with his worst economic numbers since 2017. The Post showed that 53% disapprove of his handling of the economy and only 45% approve of it. The Reuters poll shows him at 39% approval on the economy. The CNN poll shows that 62% believe Trump isn't doing enough to reduce the price of goods for Americans. Trump has little to no support, 13%, for his pardoning of violent January 6 attackers, and Americans are against kicking transgender people out of the military. 58% disapprove of that. So, again, everything Trump has done. I'm going to fire all these people. Okay, well, we hate that. Okay, well, I'm going to kick transgender people out of the military. Cool. We also hate that. Okay. But I'm going to put tariffs on everybody, right? Tariffs. We hate that. It raises prices for us. Okay, well, inflation is back, but it's not my fault, he said last week. And the public's like, it is back, and it is your fault. And also, we hate the way you're handling the economy because you've literally done nothing for us. I'm killing U.S. aid. We hate that too. I'm deporting all these people. Yeah, we hate that as well. Doesn't matter what he does. They hate it. And they should. Because none of this is actually helping anything in the federal government. It's not helping anything in the country. It's just stupid maneuvers by very stupid people. And we're only 5 weeks in. I think that point needs to be stressed even more. But it is what it is. I can't wait to see where we're going to be 5 weeks from now, assuming we still have a country. Because so far, thank God, most people seem to hate everything this idiot is doing. And that is reason to have hope. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.